to Best Way TV and the Power Talk Show. And I am Mark Wynne, just in case I forgot my name, by, I don't know who it is. It looks like a Star Wars extra. No, I can see her eyes. It looks like, is it Super D?
Yeah. Hey, Mark, how are we?
Hello. Do you know what? I'm so glad you're wearing the appropriate clothing for today, because we're talking about the impending storm that's coming, right?
Wow.
Look, snowballs. Look, the storm's already brought all of the snow to land at my end and my screen. Whoops.
Avalanche.
So everybody, right, what we're talking about today is there is an impending storm coming, right? This isn't so much our opinion. This is the opinion of experts around the world. So the first thing we're going to say before we begin is the last thing that Dee and I talk about is fear. There is no fear. Fear is something that's made up by the media. This is something that we could call a reality check. And what we want you to do from today going forward, but as part of watching what we're talking about here, is to take a step back from the world as it's being reported and look at the bigger picture of what's going on. And Dee and I are going to help you, because there is an impending storm coming. And what we're going to do this week, next week, and the week after, 3 parts, is we're going to talk to you in terms of how this storm will, capital W, capital I, and 2 capital L's, affect your life in terms of the wealth, your health, and your happiness. So Dee, today we're going to talk about wealth, how it's going to affect people, but most importantly, what people can do and how they can have more wealth come into their life. Isn't that right?
Yeah, it is, Mark, because at this present time, we don't know what's going to happen. We're so unclear as to how workplaces are going to go back to the way they were. We're so unclear as to how the economy is going to go. We could take a good guess, but we are so unclear of it all at the moment. Very, very. It keeps blowing down. And
look, snowballs.
Yeah, snowballs, more snowballs, getting hit with them. So there's a lot of uncertainty going on in the world, and it's important that we understand that we can deal with this, we can be prepared for it, because if we're prepared, there isn't so much worry in life.
Correct. So just to put into perspective for everybody, right? This is, as I say, the opinions of experts, right? Just humble Dee and humble Mark. We're just telling you what people are saying. So this is the kind of, let's connect the pieces of the jigsaw. So Germany, one of the most efficient countries in the world, says it's going to take 2 to 3 years to get back to where they were pre-April. So I'm just going to read you something, right? Because the world, the normal that people talk about, has totally changed. And so there is incredible uncertainty over work, people's jobs. When people go back, we're just so used to this kind of lockdown and semi-lockdown and whether we're going to be back in or back out. There is nothing guaranteed in terms of anybody's jobs anymore. Not even the Prime Minister or the President. Nobody's guaranteed anything. So you go back to work 5 days, becomes 3 days, because the economy goes into massive recession. Economy is just around the world. So this is the reality check as opposed to a fear thing. And the reason why I'm going to mention this is so what Dee and I can then talk to you about is how you can put a plan in place starting from today to replace your income. So you might have 2 incomes, and then if there's any problems with yours, you've got another income, and then that could potentially grow. So I was reading this earlier on. I'm just going to read it to you. The United Nations International Labour Organization predicts that there'll be 1.6 billion workers suffering a massive damage to their livelihoods. And then they said there'll be 305 million full-time jobs around the world will go. The US Congress said that in America, that there'll be this is the 3rd quarter of this year, so September, October, 15% of Americans, 15%, that's 45 million, will be unemployed. Presently, the figure is about 30 million. In Canada, the figure will be 13%, and the UK is forecast for 9%. These are massive figures where job certainty goes out of the window. So what Dee and I were talking about was, to give you some help, is using the acronyms AKA, which also known as, and this is the first bit we're going to talk to you about, is awareness. You have to have awareness. The K is knowledge, what to do about it, we're going to tell you. And then the A is for action. We're going to give you some actions. But at the end of the day, the only person that can take any action is you. We can give you how to do it, but if you decide that you're going to stick your head in the sand and do nothing, then more for you, because there is a storm coming. It's like being in a boat in the middle of the ocean. You can see it coming. It's coming. You can choose to do nothing. And you might sink. You might get really badly damaged by the storm. That's your wealth element of it. Or you can decide to go and do something else. So Dee, I and you and a whole number of people that we're working with are already taking action because we see the storm coming. And what people are doing is they're moving their businesses from being physical businesses to being something that is online. And what we want to talk to people today about is this online business, how you can set up a business for nothing, right? Zero investment, and actually start to derive an income, maybe small at the beginning, but then watch it grow. And I believe you've been looking into things like how you can become what's termed an affiliate. Do you want to touch on that for a second?
Yeah, goodness. I mean, there's several things that I like about the affiliate program. It's available to absolutely everyone. I am becoming an affiliate of a couple of things at the moment, which means that because I'm going to be sending people towards buying products of other people's that I know, then I'm going to be earning some money from it.
So it's like a recommendation then. So you're recommending somebody else's products. So you're providing, like say, something like a link to maybe a TV or a hairdryer or a purple raincoat.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I got mine. Do you like it?
I would love your purple raincoat. So, for example, if you sent me a link, purple's not my colour, by the way, right? But let's say I really liked you. So if you sent me a link to your coat, right?
Yeah.
Where do you get your coat from?
Oh, well, you could get it from Amazon.
Amazon, right. So you could send me a link to Amazon. I could click on that Amazon link and I could buy it. The coat would arrive, I'd pay for it, the coat would arrive in my house. And then how would you benefit?
Well, once you've received your coat and you're happy with it, then I would receive a partial payment for whatever you've paid.
So you get paid money for sending me a link to something that I buy?
Yeah. How good is that?
And so I think I looked into this, and commission somewhere between, depending on types of products, between about 4 and 12%. So clothes, I might get, so your coat looks quite expensive, so maybe about £100. So I get 10% commission. I'd buy your coat, I'd buy the coat, and then you would get 10% commission. You'd make £10 off that trip.
Yeah, just for recommending you.
So you could send links to your family of all the things that they want to buy. They could buy them, you get paid, and then you could give them some money back.
Yeah, and let people know what it is that you can recommend to them, and that way you're getting more money.
You know what? You've just kind of rung a bell with me. I read something, right, about Amazon, and they turn over about 100 billion a year.
Wow.
And their boss man said that 56% of all their business, all their income, comes from people, affiliates, sending recommendations, sending links. That's $56 billion a year of produced from people sending links and things. And if everybody got paid 10%, then that's like $5.6 billion is paid in commission to all those clever people that can just, sort out links and send them out to people on stuff. I think that is really, really good. Do you think we should tell everybody a little bit more of this plan that we've got for them? So we've done the awareness bit, and we've told you that there is a storm coming. There is huge uncertainty in terms of income, jobs. You might have a job, you might not have a job, you might have a job, but it might become 2 days a week. and you need additional income. So we're starting to talk about affiliates where, you take links from people. Dee and I are bringing out this fantastic course on how to boost your immune system. It's based around principles that Dee's used to becoming super D, becoming incredibly healthy, and I've used as well. And we're going to put this course out there for affiliates that want to send a link of the course out to people. But when you do that, do you know what you get? Shall I tell them, Dee?
Oh, I'm so excited. Go on, Mark. Tell them.
I was going to tell them they get a free purple raincoat, right? But I think they might get too excited if I tell them that, right?
Yeah, they might.
What they get when you start doing digital products, which our course is people that would do this as an affiliate would get 50% of the income. 50%. Now, the course that we've got, so this is just going to give you an idea. If you went to buy all the individual bits, it would cost you over $800, but it goes out at $47. So every person that buys that course gets $23. So what Dee and I worked out was, and this is just a simple bit of knowledge, if you promoted it to different people, Facebook groups, and anywhere, just the link, and this is the way of being healthy, being healthier, and protecting against COVID-19. If you got 2 sales a day over a month, that is worth to somebody $1,500 in a month. I think for promoting a fantastic course with, Super D, in there as an amazing track record, you can develop an incredible income from doing that.
Yeah, and how easy is it just to promote that to 2 people a day, Mark? That's amazing. That's money for nothing. And that's almost identical to some people's monthly wage as it is just now. And if they lose that, or some of it goes, and they're then going to start panicking about, oh my goodness, how am I going to feed the kids? How am I going to do this? How can I afford my mortgage? This is an easy answer to it, and it's available to absolutely everyone.
So this is sounding a bit like a big sales pitch from us, but we're just trying to give you an example of things. So, if you can see the storm coming and you're like, okay, I accept the storm's coming, what do I do? What do I do? Then what we do is we say, look into affiliate marketing. And what we'll do is we'll give you some names afterwards that you can go and check out, right? That you can watch their free webinars, free training, all free, on how to be an affiliate marketer. And you'll see the amount of money that other people make. Then you realize that there's different avenues you can go down. So you could maybe promote things from Amazon, but then equally you can promote any retailer has an affiliate package. So you can pick your favorite one. So, if you're into animals and dogs and things, and a whole lot of people that like dogs, then you can promote dog products. If you're into, health products and the kind of things that Dee and I do, you can promote our course or other people's courses like ours. And if they're digital courses, then you're going to get 50% of the commission. Now, with our courses, there are larger elements built within them, so the commission you can get is much higher. So what I wanted to do was to kind of without kind of sounding this into the kind of Mark and Dee sales show, is just to kind of make people aware that there is tons of things that you can do, that you can promote and then start to build this up. And you're doing this from the beauty of your own laptop with zero cost, no marketing cost, no website, no nothing. I think DS, I think that has to be the future, is it not?
I would say so. I mean, a lot of people went into this Bitcoin, but you need to have money to do that, Mark. And when people don't have the money to get their snowballs in their eyes at any time, well, then it's difficult to actually start anything, because, people could start businesses, but they don't have the money to start it up, or they feel that they don't have the money to start it up to give it all that it needs. So this is an avenue that we're just bringing the awareness to people so that it's there for them. It's there for anyone that's interested in it, anyone at all.
So let's run this through. So we said that there was 3 parts to this. There was awareness, Awareness is just, it's nothing to do with fear. It's just like there is a storm coming. Everybody's talking about it. The figures are there. Things are going to get worse. Businesses are just going to disappear completely, or they're going to shift from being retail to purely online, and jobs are going to go. And the problem is there's very few jobs to replace, no new jobs. So people are going to hang on to their jobs for dear life. And people that are in jobs, well, might find that their jobs change. They've got to take a pay cut. They've got to have a reduction in hours. For a lot of people, that is going to be a major, major issue when you've got all the outgoings and you've got to look after the family. So the AKA, the K, the knowledge is you have to look at being an affiliate marketer, promoting other things online. There are people doing it incredibly successfully. As we said, Amazon pays out over 5.6, well, call it 5 billion a year or thereabouts in different commissions and things. Incredible. But you can do it with digital products and get half the money. Half the money. And what we're going to do is we're going to put up people that we know, like Pat Flynn and Russell Brunson, and a number of others, that you can go and do some research. So we won't give you the links because it looks like we're trying to make money out of you. We're just going to give you the names, and I'll post them up after this. That you can go and check.
I just say that we do not actually get any of the money from any of these links. That is not how this works.
Correct. That's absolutely true. We're just going to give you names, but we're not going to give you any links. And then you can just go and do a quick Google search and you'll find out who they are. So it keeps that one straight. So I'm sitting here giving it, right, okay, that's really, really good. But Dee, tell me something though, right? Let's say not everybody is really an optimist. There are some people that will go, it's a good idea, but nothing ever works for me in life. You know, it's a good idea, but I'm unlucky. Yeah. It's a good idea, but in my world, it's always snowing, right? What would you recommend for people who know they have to do something, but they see life as a challenge?
Well, when life is a challenge, what you're actually doing, when you see things as everything goes wrong, everything, you've no luck on your side, everything is going against you, what you're actually doing is you're being an absolute fantastic manifester.
All right.
Absolutely really good manifester of bringing everything not so good into your life. So if you turn that about and you start saying, I am really lucky, I do bring in good things to my life, good things always happen to me. If you change that about, oh my goodness, you are actually going to start bringing these good things into your life.
And if I start talking and saying things like, yeah, I can make an extra £2,000, £3,000, $2,000, $4,000 a month because I can see everyone else doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And is that kind of attitude that you're talking about? Just opening up the door?
Absolutely. You open up one door and loads of them afterwards just open right up for you. When you, for example, I won a fantastic coaching package last month, which started this month. From that, the doors have opened. I have now got lots of new coaching contacts. I've got business from it. I have got future business coming from it. And goodness knows where else this is going to take me. So I have had, from doing a challenge on Facebook that cost nothing, I have earned a coaching package of thousands of pounds, earned money in the interim for it, and got more money coming in from it.
Oh, that's incredible. That's incredible. And you put that down to your positive approach to life. I know it's a bit more than that, but just very simplistically, you see the opportunity as opposed to seeing the problem.
Oh, yeah. Everything I see, I don't see problems in life at all, Mark. I see solutions. And if I really want something, I'll work hard towards it and get it. Not that I need to sit and slog and work hard, but I work towards it. I feel it. I enjoy doing it. I feel really positive about what I'm doing. And then that turns into manifestation, which, yeah, there's more steps to that, which I can discuss with anyone. That's not an issue. And it just brings so much more into your life than I could have sat here for months doing nothing. I could have sat in lockdown just enjoying it and getting on with my health and just really having fun and doing whatever I wanted to do. And I didn't. I sat in front of the laptop and done work.
See, I think there's a reality check for a lot of people, and it's been a fantastic party this last 6, 8, 10 weeks, and I've been in the house and been a bit bored, watched everything on Netflix I could possibly watch, maybe learn a few hobbies, been part of a few Zoom calls and things. And then suddenly reality of the new world is going to soon kick in as we try and get back to work. And this is what Dee and I want you to realize. The world has changed, and it's going to change even more. That storm is coming. It hasn't even arrived yet. You've heard the numbers I've said there. 305 million people around the world have lost their jobs, and there's no jobs to replace the jobs that have been lost. So the storm's coming, right? You need to get yourself a Big Mac, right? Not the one from McDonald's, right? Because that's no good when you've got a storm.
And it's not open yet.
No, it's not open yet either. That's correct. And you need to see the big picture and step back from everything that's happening and listen to what we're saying to you, because what we're saying is really important. We have no vested interest in this. We're doing this for your benefit, and you have to take action. We'll give you not links, we'll give you lists of people to look at. We'll point you in the right direction. We'll talk to you next week, because next week we said that this storm is going to affect people in 3 ways. So it's going to affect your wealth. So we touched on that today. It's going to affect your health. It's affecting people's health right now. So we're going to talk about that. And then in week 3, we're going to talk about happiness, right? So wealth, health, happiness. It affects those core elements of everybody's life in some way. So this is what we're going to do over these 3 weeks. And we'll put up some stuff following this particular show to start to lead you in that right direction. Whether you take any action is up to you. That's entirely your decision. But there is a fantastic opportunity here. There's, I don't know the numbers, about 4 billion people online. Everyone's buying stuff online. And we're going to give you an opportunity to tap into that so you can make a replacement income. And then it might become your main income. And it might become so big that you're earning more money than what you're earning at the moment. That's the dream. That's the dream. Dee, we're right out of time. Any last words before we need to sign off?
Yeah, my hair matches my hood so much.
That's really inspiring. Thank you. Right. Do you know what? You always put me down, right? I haven't got any hair.
Yeah.
Right? And you always raise the thing about hair just to make me feel bad.
But Mark, you used to have hair, so it's not like you've never had it.
Look, this is my sad face.
Right. Turn that frown upside down, Mark.
I can't.
Do a handstand, that will do it.
I would do it. Right, we're going to say goodbye from the very happy Dee and the very sad me. I know. So I've got snowballs.
Yay! Play the snow. Make a snowman.
I'm going to make a snowman at the end of this.
Yeah.
Oh, yay! Ah! Right, so everyone's watched. Thank you for watching. Next week, Dee and I are going to take you to part 2. And part 2 is all about getting ready for the storm, the impending storm, and how you're going to deal with it in terms of the effect it could have, may have, will have on your health. So, Dee, thank you very much. I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Mark. Bye.